This is it. Let's click it. Final chapter. Sitting in the morning sun. Chapter 21. Once showered and changed, you sneak up to the roof. You've got to be moving on soon. Ginny found a temporary safe house for you and Grandma to stay in until you find a more permanent place to settle. Before you go there, you need a moment alone to clear your head. How is this working? With the police, and then Victon, and then apparently the government also trying to help us? I thought I was supposed to be an outlaw, running from the police. How are we settling here? Still, within the city. Fringes, my mind is blown. And nothing helps you do that, clear your head, like taking in the MC skyline, which is currently set against the rising sun. How are you feeling after everything that has happened over the past few weeks? Despite what Prodigy did to me, this early development in my career is a good sign that I'll just keep rising. Nothing is like you expected it to be. You think back to your naive self just a few short weeks ago and can barely recognize that person. It seems that entering the real world has only meant having to accept harsh realities. That wasn't all of those meaningly choice things. I think so. It seems that entering the real world has only meant having to accept harsh realities and realizing that hope isn't always enough. After all that has happened, it would be so easy not to trust people, to expect things not to work out for you, because more often than not, they just don't. But you're starting to understand that it takes a very strong person to be able to hold on to hope, to still expect great things even when there's no reason to. You've come a long way, but you know you've still got miles left to go to end up where you want to be. It may take a lot of hard work and patience, but you're never going to stop. One thing's for sure, though. You've definitely arrived in Millennia City. By the time the sun finishes rising, everyone in the city is going to know your name. But how the public perceives you will be entirely based on your legend level. J2, you think, feeling much better now that you've reconnected with your meadship, check my legend level and my status on the legend report, please. The familiar image of meadship J2 appears in your mind, this time wearing a naughty nut outfit. Prince Green. You got it, honey child, she says with a lipstick-coated smile. Though I gots to confess, I missed you like crazy pants while I was gone. I missed you too, J2. Oh, shit! Oh! 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 Meadship J2 beams at you before fading under your legend level, which has landed at level 70. Scrolling down, you start to read your legend report. Congratulations, the Ineffable. You have achieved a perfect legend score. Oh, yeah! Fuck your perfect legend guide, sucker. Oh, I don't unlock that until my first playthrough of the game. Oh, suck it. Too good. 70 apparently is perfection, and I'ma take it, and I'ma put it in my bag, and I'm gonna run around with it, cause I'm the champion. I'm perfection, baby. Me and J2, we're gonna go the distance. We're gonna go the distance. Fuck it, we've gone the distance. Yeah. You can fucking tell how how done I am with this game. Legend prize unlocked. As a reward for your flawless heroic effort, you have received a legend bonus of $50,000. I'm assuming that we'll roll into the next game. Keep up the good work. And despite all that you have been through, your reputation has managed to hold strong, thanks to the choices you have made. You are generally liked by MC's public, who see you as a hard-working underdog with lots of promise. It seems that your fame actually means something, since you've begun to construct a positive image. It looks like your focus on fame over justice has really paid off. Nice. Yeah. Given how your legend level and perception at MC have turned out, how do you feel about your place in the heroic world? Great! You've done all you could, and risen high in a very short time. What more could you ask for? Your meadship buzzes, and you expect a call from Ginny telling you to come back downstairs. When you see that it's black magic calling instead, your stomach does a somersault. Ah, yeah. Hey, black magic, how's it going? Yeah. Don't mind me, just recovering from my fucking celebration jog around my room. Well, pumping my fist in the air. I know you probably don't want to hear from me, Black Magic says, appearing in front of you. But we've both been through a lot. So there was something I wanted to ask you. Black Magic pauses, and even with her brow furrowed that way, she still looks more gorgeous than you can stand. Will you ever be okay with my secret? Black Magic asks. With who I really am? You stare at Black Magic, considering your answer very carefully. You don't have to worry. I'm totally fine with it. I'm so happy to hear that, Black Magic says, practically glowing. I may have to lie low for a little bit, but we'll figure it out, you say. I'd really like that, Black Magic replies. We'll talk soon, you say, aching just to see Black Magic smile. You really want to give this a shot, if you can. See if things with Black Magic are as special as you think they could be. And it looks like you'll have the chance to. You turn to walk back downstairs because it's time to move on. Prodigal has been taken down. The Splice Circle is dismantled. You settled things with Black Magic and the Millennial Group. You are named Millennia City's Hero of Tomorrow, one way or another. You've made some money, and you saved countless lives. You're ready to move on and face whatever comes next, with Ginny and Grandma by your side. Even after everything that has happened, you feel a spark of excitement thinking about what the future holds for you. Because no matter what, you can now call yourself a powered hero. And no one can take that away from you. Epilogue. The letter V. You open the staircase door when you hear someone say your name. You turn to find Mayor Victon standing across the roof, his folded arms crinkling an expensive suit. Just thought it was my duty as mayor to check in on Millennia City's fastest rising hero, he says, nor fastest falling, depending on your perspective. What do you want? I want to tell you something, he says, losing the smile. As Mayor Victon walks toward you, the breeze carries a whiff of his sharp cologne, and you have to force yourself not to gag. No, Jerry sends his best, by the way, Mayor Victon says, handing you a holo card. You look down, and of course the card is a shirtless headshot of Jury. You shake your head and flip the holo card over, reading, So sorry to hear what happened with Prodigal Cutie. Looks like you're getting everything in life you deserve. Clenching your jaw, you drop the holo card and let it sweep into a pile of dirt. Ah, not in a chipper mood, are we? Mayor Victon starts. Well, that's all right. I just came here to say one thing. What Prodigal did to you was terrible. No one should have to go through what you did. You hear Mayor Victon and all you can think is, what's his angle? Indeed, I've been tracking Prodigal since Miss Artillery's death. She had quite a troubled childhood. She spent her entire life fending for herself, without anyone who cared about her. Despite the fortune she eventually inherited, I believe she ended up living in a sewer drain for some time, then an abandoned asylum, which explains her lack of documentation, and her rather unique disposition. Anyway, that's all that's rather irrelevant. You can't help but feel the slightest bit of pity for Prodigal. Is that what would have happened to you if you didn't have Grandma? What is relevant, however, is the fact that I've known of Prodigal's existence for quite some time now. I suppose I could have had her committed or arrested at any time, but I just wanted you to know that I chose not to. Mayor Victon smiles at you once again, a cruel, lifeless smile. You see, little Grimith, I may not be able to attack you openly, not with that pesky last name of yours, but there are more ways than one to skin a cat. Mayor Victon is taking credit for something he didn't do, just to intimidate me. Still, it appears you were right to assume you're at war with the Victons. A word to the wise. I'm going to become president someday, Grimith, Mayor Victon says in a low voice, and I will crush anyone who stands in my way. Just ask your parents. At this, you turn your back to Mayor Victon. You're not even going to dignify his presence with a response. Well, I respond to myself. We'll see about that, you whisper to yourself. And as you walk away, all you can think is, Prodigal isn't the only villain I'll have to take down, it seems. We're gonna assume that we're not gonna do anything about the third option. We're gonna hope that Grandma and Jenny are actually playing along with the trust ball here. You know, I'm extending myself again, and if they choose to violate that again, Zach, you and I are gonna have a discussion. And this one, I mean, whatever. Well, that's a task for another day, because more than anything, this last visit with Victon has made you feel one thing with absolute certainty. So you walk back downstairs into Jenny's apartment, flooded with determination. We need to get going, Jenny says as you enter. I know, but I need to do something first, you say, right now. Without waiting for Jenny's response, you walk into her bedroom and say to each of J2, draft document and record. J2 complies, appearing to jot down your words on a sheet of hollow paper. Before you start, you glance down at your ringer, You glance down at your finger, the one that used to hold the silvered ring, until Prodigal destroyed it. The ring may be gone, but burned there into your skin are the words, my heart will go on. The lyrics wrap around your finger, branded in place like a tattoo, forever imprinted upon you. And staring at these words, you finally find the courage to speak. Dear Mom and Dad. You say the words and immediately feel a weight lift from your shoulders. Ever hear the one about the prodigal daughter? You hear someone at the door, and turn to find Grandma standing there, her eyes brimming. But she doesn't say anything. She simply nods at you and turns to go, leaving you to the task at hand. And as you begin to write the long overdue letter to your parents, you are filled once again with a sense of purpose. For you are reminded what makes you a hero. Legend Prize unlocked. Congratulations, the Ineffable, for maintaining an above-average legend level. You've unlocked a legend guide, which lists the decisions necessary to achieve a perfect legend score. Use this information wisely. Okay, so I can actually see now how I ended up getting the perfect score. We got an automatic increase here in Chapter 2. In Chapter 3, I avoided patrolling the streets. There was also the fingertip color thing. Oh, that was so fucking easy. Chapter 4 gave me an automatic press boost. Chapter 5, I didn't choose to stay put and wait for the police in the Gravitas battle. I just got to it. And I didn't die. Chapter 6 apparently had an automatic bad press decrease. I had a positive outlook. And I chose Prodigal as my biggest threat. And apparently there's an optional tip here. Whenever possible, purchase bonus power upgrades. I got an automatic mission reward in Chapter 7. When speaking with Jenny, choose to go over her materials and then choose a fighting tip, which gave me extra power. Which is what I did. Chapter 9, choose wisely when handling the police. I fled. Lawless. Chapter 10, reward for ideals and decision consistency. Having a solo stat greater than 60 or a team player stat less than 40. That seems redundant given how these things are constructed. When choosing how to interact with the Millennial Group, and then an automatic Millennial Group boost. I think this is correlating with, there was a great option there. Finishing a mission, Chapter 11, with both power and health greater than 40. Got an automatic press boost. Ask Grandma one on her if she was thinking of inviting your sidekick over. Do not trust your sidekick whenever possible. Choose the thing that Prodigal has it out for you. Tell Grandma you really don't trust your sidekick at all. Reward for ideas, decisions, and consistency. That was choosing to save Sonya or Tirana Rain. Making the phone call for backup. Be sure to choose a contact you have a positive relationship with. Or if a solo player, call no one. Choose to fight Prodigal close range because of her kick shield bullshit. Making the choice to spare Prodigal or kill her, which wasn't a choice because I've made those choices all the way through. Don't die. And if I have an above average legend level at this point, I won't cause any French deaths, which takes us to 70. In Heroes Rise, you are rewarded for sticking to your ideas, which is what I did. The end. Please save your game below. You'll need your save game to continue where you left off in the next episode, Heroes Rise, the Hero Project. Thank you for playing Heroes Rise the Prodigy. The sequel is available now. Alright. Well, that's the game. Our relationship with Victon went back to hell. At least we had the truce there, right? Right, folks? Sidekick, black magic's pretty strong. Family went down a little smidge by the looks of things. Millennial group is still pretty rough. Fame monster, lawless, rather soloist, and quite offensive, with shit tons of money, and a perfect legend score. Achievements-wise, I will actually go through these now. We entered the game as an outlaw. What we didn't get was, we didn't finish the game with a perfect moral compass. We didn't finish the game as the ultimate badass. Did not select Sparrow or Pressy as the sidekick. We did not join the Millennial group, and we didn't befriend Officer Sanders. Well, the badass badge. Perhaps I shouldn't have done anything with black magic at all. I don't know. All I have is a perfect legend guide, not an achievements guide. There's 2 for the sidekicks, which I could easily do, folding back to my save archive, where I select sidekicks. Join a Millennial group would just have me actually be a team player for a bit. Officer Sanders, I imagine that would be happening if I actually favored justice instead of lawlessness. So yeah, the only 2 achievements I could see myself having problems getting would be the morality badge and badass badge, if that mattered to me. I've gotten less than 50% score, though, according to the score thing. Alright, well, anyway, that takes care of Heroes Rise the Prodigy. And this series went for quite some time, I must say. Quite some time indeed. I didn't know how long the game would be. The request from Bit was to spend 7 hours on the entire trilogy. And after this video, I think we're pretty much at the 6.5 hour mark. However, I'm personally interested enough in playing Hero Project that I will be continuing with the series. Well, no, this one finishes, but I will be continuing the next game. I don't know whether I'll do the 3rd game. I haven't decided. I want to see how I feel after the 2nd one. Wasn't that bad. I thought it pretty enjoyable. Future Hero will actually have to get around to uploading these some point. Like December, that'd be pretty nice. Oh. Don't know. We'll see how it goes. I could be lazy with uploading things, if only because I want to do other stuff with the internet. That's including whenever I'm about to lay down, too. I don't have some luxuries other than... Whatever. It doesn't matter. Entirely irrelevant to this. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audiobook, or even reading the text. I know it's a bit dimmer in the recording, because... I don't know how YouTube rolls. No, wasn't bad at all. Could have been better. I had a few moments. Became very lethargic there towards the end. Set out with a character concept in mind, and fulfilled that pretty well. Not enough for the game to crown me as the ultimate badass. I'll get over it. Oh, shit. Morality badge. What the hell ever. I'm guessing after reading the Perfect Legend guide that, Sparrow and Pressy would have pretty much had, about the same fucking text. I don't know. I can imagine, the millennial group thing in the Officer Sanders. Well, I'll have to see what, all these choices have, meant for me in the next game. You know, I got shit tons of money. Hopefully I can throw that on some coke and hookers. Everyone could use that in life.